McCall. I'm so excited to have you here today to talk about a BookFunnel overview. The following videos are going to get down and dirty into BookFunnel, but it's going to take a little while to get through each of those sections in good depth for you guys. So we're just going to start with what BookFunnel has to offer overall and why I personally choose BookFunnel over, say, Booksprout or any of the other things, especially direct to Kindle. So if you like the content that you see here today, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so that you won't miss a video in the future. So BookFunnel is a tool that I have personally been using since the beginning of my author career. I have delved into Booksprout. I never got into the direct to Kindle because for me that was just too complicated. And also I can't track anything when I do direct to Kindle. Plus I can't create landing pages for people to get those awesome like excerpts that I do and the reader magnets or anything like that. So having BookFunnel as a tool has been really great for me. I did look into doing Booksprout. However, what I didn't personally like about Booksprout is that it would put my book on their page for any reviewer signed up with Booksprout to find. I know of a lot of dark romance authors who do use the platform, including Audrey Rush, Piper Stone, Miasha Stone, and a lot of others. But I personally was not okay with somebody just being able to come in, say they want to review my book, and then what would happen if they're not into dark romance, or they're like, oh, Mafia, I love Mafia, but they wanted a sweeter Mafia only to realize that it's a dark Mafia, and then I end up with lower reviews on review day. So I personally just like this so much better, and I didn't mind the price for the year as well. They do have a budget option, which I'm going to show you right now. So if you've already signed up for BookFunnel and gotten started, feel free to skip ahead or skip this video entirely if you already understand all of what the overview is about. The next one, we're going to talk about uploading books and starting a landing page. Go ahead and skip to that video. I'll put a link to it down in the description box. So if you haven't signed up for BookFunnel and you hit the sign up button, it's super easy. It's going to give you 3 different plan options: first-time author, mid-list author, and bestseller. Now, I automatically started with the mid-list author because I knew what I wanted. I knew what I wanted to get out of BookFunnel. And of course, I was a full-time paramedic at the time, so I had the extra cash and income to be able to do that. If you don't and you're starting out and you don't have a lot of money to spend and you want to put it towards other things like editing and your book cover, that's totally fine. The first-time author is $20 a month. You'll get 1 pen name, 500 downloads a month, unlimited books stored, custom landing pages, direct sales delivery, and group promos. These are all things that are offered in a variety in all 3 tiers. And so you won't have to worry about not having the basics to get started, and you can always upgrade later to any of the other ones. So the only things that you're not getting that the other ones offer is you're not going to be able to collect reader email addresses to integrate into your newsletter. And you won't be able to do promos like that. It's not going to give you that opt-in chance for you to gain people for a newsletter. You're not going to be able to do any kind of like audio MP3 delivery. If you have audiobooks, which if you're just starting out, you're probably not going to have an audiobook. You're not going to get any watermarked files because what happens is when they download the book, there is like a watermark that nobody sees. It makes it a lot easier for me to identify them on piracy sites. You're not going to get that direct integration. So if you have somebody opting in for an email address, which you can't do on this promo anyways, then it wouldn't put them directly into your MailerLite. If you wanted to do a landing page for like your Patreon for people to be able to collect things, you're not going to be able to integrate it into your Patreon so that like people have to sign in and confirm they are your Patreon member. You're not going to be able to do secure ARC delivery, and that just means you're not going to be able to do a campaign where you can see how each individual ARC member has viewed and downloaded the book. But you still will be able to send out ARCs. It's just a little different, and I'll show you that when we get inside. And then book gifting, you're not going to be able to give out books. You're not going to be able to do printable download codes or priority support. Even on mine, I don't have integration, and I am going to upgrade to to the bigger one when mine expires, but I'm not in any real hurry. I like what I have. I do want to do the integration at some point though, because I do have a Patreon with Patreon members. So those are your 3 options. You can do, as you can see, you can do monthly, except for everything except for the first time author plan. So if that works better for you, where you're paying monthly for a couple months and then you pay outright, that's something that you can do as well. It just ends up being more money a month. So you're getting a discount by paying annually than if you were to not pay annually. So we're going to log in here. So once you sign up and you've logged in, it's going to bring you to your BookFunnel dashboard. If this is your first time on your BookFunnel, then it's going to be blank. If it's not, and you're coming along for this overview, then you're probably already familiar with this dashboard. This is going to be where all your recent activity is. And then down here, this is going to be your monthly downloads. So as you can see, I had 177 downloads from Shattered Pieces in September, and a total of 337 overall for that book. 6 downloads for my betas, which means somebody downloaded twice, or one of my alpha readers probably downloaded it. The Patreon, I have 2 downloads, and then Shattered Empire arcs, and Shattered Empire and my Shattered Empire arc only had 1 downloads this month because of how long the campaign went on. And I was expecting about this many downloads. I had this many downloads because I did a Dark Author giveaway, which we'll talk about more in depth later. So over here on the left-hand side, you're going to have basically your menu, right? So you're going to have your home, which is your BookFunnel dashboard. So then we're going to come here to books. This is where you go to upload your books. And when you go to upload a book, I'll show you the main page. It's going to look like this. So this is Kala. This is one of my formatters books. I use this option to be able to download and make sure that all of their books come out perfect in ebook. So this allows me to see it on more than one device. So you're going to upload a generic EPUB and a Kindle EPUB is my recommendation. And then it actually converts it to Legacy Mobi because currently that is actually what Kindle is still taking until like later this year. And so it's still working on that. And then it offers you delivery settings, like readers can read in the BookFunnel app. They can browse on any device. Readers can download and email an EPUB or Mobi. You can disable this option if you don't want them to do that. And then hidden watermarks will be applied to EPUB and Mobi files. And this excludes simple download pages. And so you can 100% do this. You can add readers to your reader library so that they can actually just automatically get it to their library. You can do ebook samples if you want to enable that and things like that. And we'll go over that more in detail later. This is where you're going to put your audiobooks and then of course your short audio clips. Now, landing pages. Landing pages, if you chose the first time author only, this is how you're going to actually send out your ARCs. And a landing page can do a couple of different things. So you can do a landing page that is an email sign up. So as you can see, I have one that was an opt-in required. This was for a giveaway. So in order to receive my book, Shattered Pieces, they had to sign up for my newsletter. And so they'll get the book if they sign up for my newsletter. That is an opt-in required. That is a type of landing page. And then I have this Irish whiskey insert and a Matthias Port excerpt that I had for my second book for people to be able to read because they're like, oh, I felt like I could have used more on that. All right, well, here's an excerpt so you can get just a little more, or like maybe I cut a scene, but I still want them to be able to have those scenes. And I made the opt-in optional. Like they didn't have to sign up if they didn't want to, but they were always free to do that and sign up for my newsletter. So the download pages, this is the one that you would use in order with your ARC team. And creating a download page is super easy. So what is the difference between this and certified mail is that you're not going to be able to see individual downloads. So it's going to tell you how many people downloaded, how many views you got on it, how many downloads you got on it, how many conversions you have. what, download file type, what devices they were downloaded on. But it's not going to tell you what specific email address viewed it and read it. This is how you would do it if you chose the $20 a month, $20 a year plan. It just means that it's not secure. And this is with the download page. So you can put like early, or this would be ARC copy, download your ARC copy. You can't send reminders or anything like that to your team to remind them to review. It's just for them to collect the link, and that is it. Sales page, if you are a member of KU, you will not be using this page because you cannot sell your ebooks outside of the Kindle Unlimited program. Now, a lot of people, they send direct to Kindle because they're worried that KDP will take away their rights because they are giving away their ebook. I'm putting air quotes around that. However, if you look at the Kindle Unlimited contract, you actually are allotted a certain amount of ARCs per book per year, I believe, which you can give away. They do allow for that. Restricted pages, this is going to be for like Patreon members, things like that have to log in. So it's restricted to a certain type of people or other apps. And then bundle pages, if you're sending basically a couple of collection of BookFunnel links, more than just one. Certified mail, this is how you do your campaigns, basically. So these are my art copies for Shattered Empire. It tells me how many recipients I had, how many were sent, how many viewed, how many downloaded, and then the percentage of having downloaded. You can even export if you want to keep an eye on that. I actually tend to do that because even though I give my readers a chance to opt out at any time of any book without any repercussions, if I'm taking time to send out books and you're not letting me know you didn't want it, I'm probably going to take you off of my list. It takes a while because I'm lazy, but you never know. So this is going to tell me who viewed it and if they downloaded it. So I can tell. However, I have come across a couple of times when this happened and they still downloaded it. They read it. And I'm not sure if it's because they read it in the app or not, but it'll say that like, it won't say that they viewed and downloaded it. It also could be that like I give up to a week to 2 weeks after release date for them to do their reviews, which is a lot in hindsight bias, and I haven't changed it yet, but I will be for my upcoming books. So a lot of them just go on to Kindle Unlimited to give me the reads, which could be another reason too. If they don't get around to reading it until at release day, that could be a reason as well. Gifting a book. Basically, this is giving away an e-copy of your book. It's one of the ones that appears in a doc. You'll get them a lot when like people are like free books in their newsletters and reader magnets and things like that. You can make the code expire. So if I'm really big, if you did not get it before it expired and you didn't download it, it's not my fault. I gave you the chance, you didn't download it, like it was a free copy. So this will tell me, when I send them out, who downloaded it, who didn't download it, or if I missed anybody on my ARC team. So I don't have to resend out the entire campaign. I will just gift them the book and I can still see if they viewed and downloaded it. Bulk delivery, this is the same thing. You can choose to deliver multiple books to multiple email addresses, to their library, without having to send each individual book. Group promos. This is a really, really great way to connect with other authors and find new readers using group promos, as well as getting people into like your newsletter. Getting readers to sign up for your newsletter. These are usually all open. It's going to tell you when the promo starts, when it ends, how many entries they currently have, and it'll tell like what the requirements are. And so this promo requires a mailing list of at least 1,000 readers. Or this promo requires full books, no sample chapters or excerpts. So this is a big thing. And again, like the one with the 1,000 readers, you can see like not many people have signed up for the promo because not a lot of people have that many people in their mailing list. I'm so close. So close. So then your promos that are currently running, so this is the dark well, this promo is finished, so it's not actually running, but this is the promo for the dark summer romance group. I won't be able to see any of theirs, but I can see how many views and how many claims people had. That's funny, tracking link on this book, but they're like 0. I kind of find that kind of funny. And then again, this was like, you know, like the promo requirements that I had to put, like I had to be a part of. So that was really excited. I was excited because I was like in a promo with Bleeding Heart Romance, which is J.L. Beck and C. Hallman. I'm huge fans. And then of course these are all the running promos that are currently going that you can sign up for if you want to, I believe. So if you want to sign up for some, these are your chance to do it now. So that's kind of cool as well. Author swaps. These are going to be like the author swaps that you have going, that you can swap with newsletters, things like that. So this is going to be where you can find newsletter swaps. So like this one's a Menage Reverse Harem. It's going to show you the share average. And you can request a swap or anything like that, which is really cool. And a lot of these people, they have really, really good readership. And so these authors are saying, hey, I've got 3,000 subscribers with a 50% open rate and an 11% click rate, which is really low. And so this is a great way to get your book out there with like-minded authors who want to share. I have one that I put out, a newsletter that I do, Bookish Tuesday newsletters with my readership. And I put in new releases, freebies, and things like that for them to be able to have and know about. Sales, again, if you're on Kindle Unlimited, you're not going to be able to sell your books here. But if you have like maybe novellas you want to sell, because those don't really make a lot of money on KU, if you have reader magnets maybe that you want to do for free, you can do that from here as well. And then of course, print codes. I haven't really messed around with print codes. But basically like it generates a code, I believe, for you to be able to get a book to people. I don't know. I'm not like, I think you can like print it out, but I'm not really big on it. So I haven't really messed around with it yet. So settings, this is just basic settings that you can change. If you have any like of your own like domain names, you can learn more about that here. Which is pretty cool, but I have a website, so I really don't need a domain name. Integrations, this is where you would set up your integrations, like your that's my day. Like your newsletter, your Patreon, things like that. This is where you can set it all up. Your pen names, you're allowed 2 pen names with a mid-list account, so I could have another pen name. If you can hear that motorcycle, I'm so sorry. And then of course themes. You can create themes in here. You like for how you do your landing pages, so people can see, like I can change mine to red for like headings and things like that. I can make it look really cool. You can add your logo and everything like that. It's really, really neat. And so you can just preview what it would look like with a book, and it's pretty cool. I haven't done it yet because I've just been way too busy. But basically that's it. That is an overview of BookFunnel, and then the next video, which I will link down below when it comes up, we'll be talking about how to upload your book, the best way to upload your book, and then we'll work on landing pages and certified mail. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and thumbs up, and of course hit that subscribe button, because I would love to be able to help authors out who need more information but